myself. You will see a recording in progress. So my name is Nelly. I'm a teacher in Skyeng. I'm a premium teacher and an ambassador. Well, I've been working in a school for 5 years, 5 years and 1 month. So yeah,
that's great.
yes. So, and I have this idea came to me when constantly, I'm sure you have had the same experience when you talked to your students about the TV shows, about the movie, about the books, about everything, and you really want to discuss with someone, yes, in more friendly manner. And I had this idea to have the speaking club without any specific format, because we are teachers, we know everything, so we need to just get together and talk about the same stuff, only with each other. So I hope it will be successful in the future as well. So I'm very excited. So today's our topic is going to be TV shows. Yeah. So the first question, I'm gonna share my screen, by the way. But while I'm sharing it, I would like to know more about Vladislava and Yelena. Where are you from? What is the weather? What's going on?
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
If you don't mind, I can start. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm from Donetsk and the weather is pretty fine today. So it's sunny, but a little bit hot. So, but I suppose that I feel really nice in such weather because I was born in summer, almost in the very middle of it. So it's okay for me.
Uh-huh. So you like hot weather? Yes, me too, but not this kind of hot. Yeah. So, okay. And
hi, everybody.
Hi.
First of all, I'm almost next to Elena. I'm from Rostov-on-Don. It's 40 degrees, but we are used to this weather, so it's okay for us. But nobody is outside. We're all just hiding in our homes.
Okay, Vladislav, what do you do when it is 40? I mean, how do you survive?
Just you should not go outside. That is the best advice I could give. So
okay.
we are staying at home. Mm-hmm. And even if you want to have walk in the evening, it may be maybe 30 or 35. It's better than 40, but still it's really hot.
Well, yeah, it is. It really, I was complaining about our weather, but it's so cool compared to 40 degrees. It's great.
Yeah, but we are used to, because and this summer is, I can say that it's cold because last year we had 45, 46, and I just have no words for this. But yeah, that was true. So now it's fine.
Uh-huh. I hope you see my screen. Do you see it? Yeah. Okay. And first question, I'm sure you have seen maybe all of them. So first question, what is your favorite? Okay, 2 questions connected. What is your favorite one? And who is your favorite character and why? So let's talk.
So I think I've seen half of this series. So it's Doctor House, You, Sherlock, Good Doctor. I started watching Friends, but I don't know why, but that wasn't impressive. So as a lot of people say, so I really like Sherlock, especially with Benedict Cumberbatch. I watched maybe not all of them, but I watched with Robert Downey Younger,
Junior.
With Russian adaptation. So, but I think the one with Benedict Cumberbatch is the best, maybe because of this actor's charisma. How can I say that? Yeah, so he's not, he's very, like, not just clever, but I can't explain it. So really, he's awesome. So, but
I know.
now I'm watching Gotham, and it's for me it's really amazing now. So just I'm interested in all that, like detective stories, like Bones and Mentalist. What else? So I I really like detectives or sitcoms. I like crocheting, and I just turn it on background and listen to or watch.
Yeah, I agree about Sherlock, 100%. So, what about others?
Let me start.
Sveta, yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as for me, I prefer Russian serials. Can I speak about Russian serial?
Okay, no problem. It's just a couple of well-known, popular TV shows just to make you recall.
Yeah, my favorite Russian serial is Trigger. Yeah, it's a psychological serial. It's this serial is about psychological problems. Yes, these psychologists help people to overcome their I don't know, problems. And I'm interested in psychology, mystery, something like that. It's something that is really difficult to understand, where there is no logic. Yeah, when people lay on intuition or something like that. So I really like it. Yeah, and the main character is so charismatic. Yeah, sporty, strong. So maybe that is why I like it.
And who is the main character?
Oh, I don't remember his name. Frankly speaking, I need to Google.
Can I help you?
Russian actor.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry for interruption. I also don't remember the name of the actor, but what I know exactly that he's the husband of Boyarsky's daughter.
Yeah, Елизавета. He's the husband, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So I'm gonna watch it because I love psychology. By the way, join anytime you want, guys. It's like ladies. It's not what were used. I mean, what we have usually with teachers. Yeah, workshops and so on. Because it's free talk. You can just join, comment, agree or disagree. Why not? Feel free. Yeah, without asking. Like.
Okay, so if you don't mind, I'd like to add a couple of words. So I also watched Trigger, and I did love this series too. But here is one moment that I don't really like: explicit scenes. So like love scenes. So it's not for teenagers. Yeah, it's just for adults 18 plus. Yeah, so if you don't like it, you can just, I don't know, maybe close your eyes. So just don't.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Yes, but the plot is gorgeous, and it's a total pleasure to, not only to watch the series, but also try to predict what will happen next, and maybe how these psychologists will solve the problem. So it's quite thought-provoking for me personally. So, yeah.
So, who's next?
Hey, I can be.
Yeah.
Sherlock, there were many words about it, so I will not discuss it. About Good Doctor, I've been watching it. Well, I'm really sorry that there are only 5 seasons, 5 or 4 on Kinopoisk. And to watch it next, you should pay for it. So I've watched only first 4 or 3 seasons, and I really like it. About Serial You, I know only maybe first 5 or 6 parts. So I didn't even finish the season of it, but I don't know who is the producer, but I like it because I know how this happened. What's the name of the main character?
I don't remember, but I've watched.
So
John, something like
okay,
John.
let it be John. I'm not sure, but let it be. So John, he kills people, but you feel sorry about him, and I don't know how this happened, and that's why I like the producer, and maybe I'd like to watch some more films which he coded, filmed.
By the way, who's watched You?
I haven't seen.
I watched. I think I watched all the series and seasons.
On this page, really?
I watched all the episodes of You.
You, yeah.
What type of serial is it? Comedy, thriller, drama?
I think maybe drama.
Kind of drama, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes it's detective, but you know all the plots, so.
But I think it's about mentally diseased or something like that. Men or people. So yeah.
It's very tricky, and I really agree with my colleagues, with you, girls, because when I was recommended this, and the person said, like, be careful, you're gonna protect him, and I said, no way, he's a maniac. How on earth am I gonna protect him? And it was so twisted, really. The plot, first of all, is well written because, by the way, it's based on a book. So if you want to read the book, I would really, I'll recommend, because, but I don't actually, I don't know, I don't remember the author. So yeah, You is something new in if you like the psychology, mental things, like health and so on, how is it even possible? Or please watch it. You will get hooked up, definitely. So I agree.
That's pretty nice.
Now
I know what to do.
No spoilers, please. I haven't watched like 4th and 5th season. So yeah. What else? About
I just wanted to ask. So, do you watch this series in English or in Russian?
In English, actually, in original. What about you, by the way?
Really, I've tried to watch Friends, but it didn't impress me, and I just gave up this idea. So I watched everything in Russian because I do something while watching. So I have no like visual and listening like. So I do things, for example, this, and so I have no time to see on the screen to look on the screen. Yeah.
Once you try to. Sorry.
No, go on, please.
I tried to watch The Good Doctor in English, and I think it was a great mistake, because there are so many prop words, and you just can't understand what's going on when there's surgery and so on, and you just can't understand what are they talking about, because even in Russian it's not always easy, especially in English. So I watch it partly in English, partly in Russian. And I've never seen even the names of The Good Place and How I Met Your Mother. Maybe somebody could explain me what are these series
okay.
about?
Who has watched The Good Place or How I Met Your Mother?
I've just heard about How I Met Your Mother. So it's like
Yes.
sitcom as just sitcom as Big Bang Theory or Friends.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's very typical, by the way. And it's very funny, and The Good Place is hilarious. Actually, I will tell you a little, so to intrigue you. The Good Place is about heaven after life, but it's not about that. Believe me, you're gonna laugh so much, so hard, so you will forget that they are talking about afterlife, after death, and it's got great sarcasm and irony. So if you like, but I would like to warn you, The Good Place becomes quite, as usual it happens with TV shows, yeah, it becomes boring after third season, I think. So it's like, okay, they don't even know what to say or what to shoot anymore. So it's funny. And How I Met Your Mother is like kind of classic. I don't know, because okay, so but quite again, it gets again very boring. It's somewhere in the fifth season or sixth season. Yeah. Okay, so next, I'd like to share my. First of all, I have watched all of them except for Good Doctor, but I have been recommended a lot to watch The Good Doctor because it's fantastic. It's great. So I guess it's very similar to Doctor House, right?
No,
Very.
it's completely
No?
different. Mm.
Okay, little bit
Not even
tell
close.
me about.
You should
So
watch
tell me
it.
about.
I didn't heard.
I think you just should watch it. Well, it's about problems that this young doctor.
Mhm.
Well, I think I have problems with names of the characters. And I watched it
I don't remember.
a year ago, so no, maybe not a year, but I don't remember it. So this young man has some problems. He's ill, seriously ill, but his illness helps him to understand people, or it's better to say to understand bodies much better than other doctors can. And because of his illness, formally he cannot work in the hospital, but other doctors said that he's good in it, so he's trying to work in a hospital. So the story how this young man saves lives.
And he tries to, I think, prove that he is good doctor and he can work with people.
Yeah. But I think it's a good one.
So as such a like medicine series, maybe have you seen Clinic? So it's like Dr. House, but it's more, I think,
Serious.
I think Dr. House is more serious than Clinic. So it's more comedy. Clinic, I think.
Dr. House is like comedy. No, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I cannot say the same about The Good Doctor.
I can't judge because I watched only a couple of series of The House, so.
Yeah, I have the same experience. Just a couple of series and that is all. It was boring for me.
Yeah, but I'd like to say about Friends. I tried to watch this American TV series, but it wasn't a good idea because I still don't understand this American humor, and for me, so many jokes are so primitive. so it's not my pleasure to watch it.
Mhm.
But it's nice if you just want to improve your listening skills, because it's not so easy to understand from the very first listening.
Yeah, I agree with Elena. I start watching Friends in English in original, but there are a lot of colloquial words, colloquial phrases that we don't use in teaching, in communicating with people. It's only for teenagers, maybe. It's my opinion.
Okay. Yeah, it's
So
very spoken. They have a lot of slang.
Yeah, I just wanted to add about Sherlock that I watched it in Russian, so I watched it many times, and I've seen some like short videos about that. That when Sherlock speaks, and it's really difficult to understand him. But
Very fast.
Yeah, very fast. But I know what he's talking about in Russian, so that is really easy for me to not predict, to define the words because I know what he says.
Yeah. Very frequent speaking. Yes, like one. Yes, a river going and going, one flow.
Yeah, actually, I agree.
I also watched a couple of series of Sherlock, and for the first time I was totally taken aback by the speed of Cumberbatch's speech. Yes, it was so unnatural for me to listen to him, but then I realized that it became easier and easier, and I do love this series, and I even downloaded, I don't remember the name, is connected with Sherlock, about the murderer of one woman, and the scene took place maybe in the 18th century. Maybe you remember the name of this.
Oh, yes, about the bride.
Yes, exactly. Have you watched?
Yeah,
It's like
I've watched them.
what it is like special.
I skipped it because I didn't get the idea of this series, to be honest.
I think they just show it to, because there was a big big gap between seasons, so maybe they just showed us just to keep us waiting.
Yes, not something very similar. Yes, like when they try to change the atmosphere, I guess. Yeah, and they just tried another like set. Let's imagine the same thing, but it is from classic, classic Sherlock Holmes. This case is from the book. I mean, as all cases are, but a little bit modernized. Yeah, because they are living in a kind of contemporary world. Yeah, they have like current social media problems and issues as everybody does. And yeah, I agree with that, but I like most of all Sherlocks that I've watched in my life. I like with the one with Cumberbatch, actually. He's the best. And also Watson is the best. These two actors are fantastic. So yeah,
Totally agree.
What?
Totally agree.
Yeah, kind of. What about Game of Thrones? Haven't you watched? Haven't you been addicted to Game of Thrones?
I really want to watch, but I think it will be the next TV show that I will watch. But I watched maybe 2 seasons of it, but I stopped because I needed to go somewhere without internet, and I forgotten about it. So I need to watch it to begin it third time. So first 2 seasons, and I think it's the most boring thing to rewatch it one more time. So.
Well, first of all, if you haven't watched Game of Thrones, warning, don't watch it. First of all, because there is a lot of violence, and if you are a very sensitive person, absolutely it's not your TV show, because I made a mistake. I started watching and I got hooked up, and it was too late for me. So I had to finish. So, and next question, by the way, what is important for you in a TV show or in a movie, even in this kind of entertainment, like special effects, like plot, characters, or celebrities, actors, specific that you will watch definitely if they are in this TV shows?
So actually, if I see that there is, for example, Benedict Cumberbatch or McAvoy, I don't remember his name. So I know that it will be great film or series. Yeah, these two actors, I think. But the other features, I think I pay attention to the plot. So if I like description of it, so then I will watch. Maybe I can watch some series to just. I don't remember the words to define if I like it or not.
Okay.
Well, I'm partly Greek, because sometimes plot could be amazing, could be real nice, but the cast is not really good. So for me, yeah, of course, the main fact is the plot, but also actors must be nice. I don't say that they must be famous, popular, and so on, but they just could be good, should be good.
Like acting should be good, right? So you can believe, right?
Yeah.
Agree.
You know, just before watching something, I always try to check, not always, but very often, I try to check the rate of this film on, let me remember this website, Kino...
Poisk.
Yes, exactly. Kinopoisk. Yes, and if the rate of it 7+, it's a good idea to watch. Yes, but if it's not, so I will think, should I do it or not? Yes, so this is the first point, important one. Yeah. So next, I suppose that the actors are not so important for me. What is really essential is how the actors play. Yeah, so it's so pleasant to watch real actors play. You know, like they don't play, but they live their own lives on the screen. And I'm so sensitive to it. It's a great pleasure to watch such series and films where you, you know, like, how to say it? You don't watch a series, but you like watch how real people live. Yeah, and of course the plot is vital. So it should be, you know, push me to think about something important. Here must be the sense, absolutely, not just the waste of my time. So it's my opinion.
Yeah, I used to be thinking about rate, and choosing the film according to the rate. But yeah, I've changed my mind, and now I try to watch film, maybe 5 or 7 minutes, and then choose, will I watch it or not? So it doesn't help me, the rating. And the most crucial thing for me is the plot, that gives me a thought of mind, why we live here, why am I here, something like that. Yeah, try to analyze everything. Yes, when I stop watching, I think over the reasons, the plot, the acting, something like that. I am such kind of person that needs to, thinking over. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Like about the life, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, life. Yeah, why we are here. Yeah, why we have things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. It should have deeper meaning, right? By the way, what are you drinking right now? What do you have? Because initially I had this idea of coffee talk, but it's evening, really, girls. For me, it's impossible to sleep if I drink coffee. So what drink do you have? Tea, coffee around?
I just finished my cup of tea with milk.
At this part of the day, I almost always have a cup of clean water.
Yeah, me too.
Just like
Today I have that too.
tea with lemon.
Great choice. Yeah.
I don't like coffee that we buy. I just like in coffee shops or something like that. So not from shop.
Mm-hmm. I got it. Okay, who was next? I interrupted.
And sorry, can I ask you what's the time? Because you say it's evening.
For me?
Yeah.
It's 9:35.
Wow. Okay.
It's almost 10. Not very good idea for coffee. Yeah. By the way, do you have this rule that when you drink some coffee, you don't sleep? Some people don't have that problem.
I don't have such a problem with tea or coffee. Just I can. So people say that there is more coffee in tea than in coffee. So my boyfriend doesn't drink tea before he goes to sleep, but I don't have such a problem. I can drink tea and fall asleep in 5 minutes.
You're so lucky.
He doesn't talk on me too.
Yeah. Fantastic.
But I do have this problem. Coffee and black tea influences me, especially at evening time. So I can't sleep well. Sometimes I even can't sleep almost at all, just maybe a few hours at night.
Yeah. I have the same problem. Coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Just only in the morning.
Absolutely, I agree. So, I mean, I have this problem as well. So where were we? Somebody was going to talk about the, importance of picking a TV show. Who hasn't spoken? Yeah. Vladislava, have you? Ekaterina?
Yeah, I was the first who said.
Yeah.
I also said that for me, important thing is the plot and the playing of the actors.
Yeah.
Just that, and maybe some friends' recommendations.
Okay, what is your, least favorite genre? You will never watch. It doesn't matter about rating. It doesn't matter what that your friends recommend. If it is in specific genre, you will never watch.
I'm sorry, but for me, it's Game of Thrones.
I actually, understand. I see that. Mm-hmm. No, you don't have any.
Yeah, I'm not keen on watching again American comedies because I feel crazy about watching it, and it doesn't matter what rating it has. So no, for me it's almost forbidden because I watched films of this genre, and I didn't feel satisfied after that. So it's my choice. Yeah. Yes, and you know, in my childhood and when I studied at university, I was truly keen on watching horror movies, like about, let me remember, vampires. Yes, and these strange creatures. But now I don't do it. I understand how it strongly influences my mind, my brain, because you know, after that I had nightmares and even bad thoughts. So no, I stopped doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have the same.
Maybe I
Yeah, like
wouldn't
thrillers,
watch.
horror movies.
So how can we say like series or films that are with a lot of shooting, like action and thrillers, and how
Yeah,
can we
it's
say that?
action films.
Action.
But there are action, like Marvel, isn't it action film?
Yeah, I want to say about this because Marvel
So,
Studio is also action films. Are also
Yeah, so
action
they
film,
are
but
great.
I can watch them.
Maybe two,
But
yeah.
I don't like with shooting, so all that.
Mm.
So not all action films.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, well, so if you don't mind, I have a question. What's
Yeah.
your opinion about Forsage? Do you like it?
The
I
first
haven't
ones
seen
were
it.
great.
Fast and Furious?
American films, yeah, just where the plot
About
is
cars.
connected with cars. Yes, exactly. And car races.
The first ones were great, but the last ones, they were just as usual. So the first 2-3 films are great, and the others are more boring.
Yeah.
Just a couple of days ago, I watched Bumblebee. I liked it. It's partly about cars. I could say it.
Oh, congratulations.
And
yeah.
There was one film about old car, so it was great too, but it's so kind, but I don't remember the name.
By the way, write down your favorite TV shows or whatever you recommend in a message. So I really, for example, take these recommendations from my students, from my friends, and I can watch, for example, them later. But no horror. This is my number. One least favorite genre. I never watch horror. It doesn't matter how interesting and intriguing the plot is. It is absolutely excluded from my list. Yeah. Okay, so well, Sveta, what do you think?
I have the same opinion. I will never watch horror films because a sensitive person, yeah, I will have nightmares. Yeah, it's not about me. It's not my cup of tea. Yeah. Yeah, brr.
Yeah, and
Something like
kind of dread, yeah, when you are almost at night, walking around your flat and trying to find the toilet.
My room is watching at me, yeah. So, yeah, that kind of feeling. Yes, and as for cars, I can say that Taxi, French comedian film, is really nice. It's about cars, yeah, relationships, love, yeah, comedy. It's really, nice thing to watch.
Yeah, I like that actually too. It's very funny. Yeah. Yelena, what about you? Do you like French comedy?
You know, just right now I've recalled one French film, 1+1.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was released maybe 10 years ago, and that was actually the very first time when I watched it by myself, and then I recommended that film to my father, but he wasn't actually so thrilled by that film. as I was. I don't know why. Maybe, the gap in the maybe the age difference maybe influences. I don't know. Maybe a different kind of humor. Yes, but it was so cool to watch it, and the humor is kind of special. Maybe absolutely different to maybe other films that were made maybe in America, and it was so nice, and there was a really nice sense in the movie to watch it. Yes, so, and maybe a year or 2 years ago I decided to rewatch it again. Yes, but I did it only in Russian, in my mother tongue. Yeah.
By the way, I believe that French comedy is much better than American. They remake, by the way, French comedy movies, and in a worst way, because after the same movie in French, you will never want to watch the same in American. Have you seen, by the way, French comedy is very funny, it's very tasteful. It's called The Name. When I was learning English, actually, I was learning French. I was trying to watch it in French. I didn't get anything, a couple of words, that's it. So, but it was so great. I like their pronunciation. Please watch The Name. It's so funny. It's so hilarious. It's about everything. It's about education. It's about people interacting, by the way, very educated people, a group of. So one is musician, one is the teacher, one is the professor, and they get together because they have an occasion. So I will not tell you the rest. So have you watched that, by the way? Maybe you've watched Name? Okay. So watch it.
I watched French comedy like Laugh is stuff like Out of Proportion. So it's hilarious too.
Really? Okay. I guess I should Google it because I love French. I thought I watched all of them, but it turns out no.
It's like a romantic comedy.
Romantic? How is it called?
Laugh is Out of Proportion, something like that.
What is it about? A little.
It's about relationship between woman and man, but he is really short. So how do they behave with each other?
Okay. By the way, there is another interesting comedy, French comedy. It is also romance. It's called Size Doesn't Matter, something like that. Have you watched?
So I think we talk about one scene
The same
about
film.
the same film. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I directly translated. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah. Okay, so well, what else?
I watched a lot of French films, but they're rather old. They were made maybe in the 70s or even 80s. And the main actor is absolutely famous. I hope that you know him, Louis de Funès. Such a bold man, very short in size. Yeah.
Of course, all my 90s.
Yes, and all of these comedies are called maybe Gendarme и Gendarmentki, like this. Yeah, so that French humor was really nice. Yeah.
Okay, as we are talking about movies, what about your number one childhood favorite movie? Do you remember? Thank you, Elena, for the tip, for the clue, because I just remembered it was all my childhood that I watched.
Yes, exactly.
Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked it, and my mother said that she understood that it's weekend because every day, so every weekend, she woke up. She have been like she has had seen Harry Potter on like on TV screen, because there was one room flat, and I laid on the on the floor and watched it. So the first 4 films I really learned by heart.
So interesting. Yeah.
You know, I still
Well.
watch Harry Potter, even now in my adulthood.
A lot of
Yeah.
people do before Christmas, by the way. Yeah. So it's kind of a classic movie. What about you, Vladislava? What is your number one childhood?
I think I didn't see any movies. I was too busy, but the first one I thought about was Monsters Incorporation. So maybe that is still one of my favorite, or one of the best. And maybe Cars. I still can watch them many, many times, just on repeat.
So about the races.
I wanted to just ask, so if you watch cartoons now? So I really like watching cartoons, like after a hard day. So what about you?
I
do
think
agree.
everybody loves them,
Yeah.
SpongeBob, for example. Yeah.
especially
my
Disney
students-
movies.
My students say that they don't watch more animated films because they are so serious. They
Sure,
are not.
'cause they are adults.
They are not children. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Sveta, what about you? What is your number one childhood movie favorite?
So that's a difficult question. When I was a child, yeah, we had only one TV, and there were not so many films, and so I used to watch every day the program Good Night Babies. Yeah, every day my parents tell me to watch
I still
this
watch it.
program. Yeah. So, and as for films, I didn't watch films. I don't know why. Maybe there were no films for children, or maybe there were not so many. So I used to watch cartoons. Donald Duck was my favorite one. Yeah. I know the time on Sunday, maybe at 2 or 3 o'clock, I sat.
Yeah.
We are watching this nice American cartoon.
Me too, actually. I was alive watching it, yes. And one more cartoon, Tom and Jerry, of course. Yes, when I was 6, my
Classic.
father and I started watching these cartoons on Saturday morning. Yes, because as far as I remember, that was the only day, maybe Saturday or Sunday, when this cartoon was actually, you know, when we could see, when we could watch it, yeah, on TV. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the time. Yeah, at 2 o'clock you can watch. Yeah.
I remember all my family really watched Tom and Jerry, and even Donald Duck. Donald, right? Is it right? So all Disney movies are all about this kind of tricky, yes, friends and so on, like kind of wrestling or running or hiding. Yeah.
And I liked Chip and Dale.
Me too.
Absolutely, one more cartoon. Yes.
I hated this movie. I don't know the reason, but I just couldn't stand it. Now I don't know because I don't watch it. But in my childhood, that was the worst movie could be shown on TV. I don't know the reason, sorry. And I didn't even remember what is it about and why I hate it. I don't know.
Like the detective story for children.
Yeah.
But now
yeah.
I like detectives.
Well, I think it's a matter of taste, right? We can't even really explain why we like, or we don't like some movies, TV shows, right? It's just a tip. That's it. So, okay, ladies, we've had great 50 minutes of talk. So, and thank you very much for joining today to our room. And I hope our meetings will be continuing, and we'll take another interesting topic, kind of general common, so we could sit. And one day I hope I will have coffee. Maybe I should buy decaf. Why not? So yes, and I really want to finish our meeting with, do you have any questions? I'm going to send you some homework. Sorry. It's kind of automated.
I just want to say that it was the first time I was on the speaking club, so it's really great.
Yeah, that's a pleasure. Yeah, thank you.
You're
That was great.
welcome.
Yeah.
So I wish you to have great weekend,